G'day guys, Jake here, back with another video. I am from Australia and last year I came to China to explore this mysterious country and learn more about its history and culture. And today, Xiamen University is giving us a pretty cool opportunity. We are currently in a town called Dehua, which is famous for its porcelain. Not just any porcelain, the porcelain that comes from this region is really famous. So famous, in fact, all over the world that we actually call it China in the West. I know my mum has a lot of China back home, so hi mum, if you're watching, you're probably going to enjoy this video. We've got a few stops on the agenda today. The first one is Dehua陶瓷 博物馆. We're then going to go to a middle school where we're going to get to make our own porcelain. Very excited for that. Keep watching till the end too, because I think we're going to go visit a 1,000-year-old kiln. And today they are going to fire it up just for us. If you're interested in Chinese porcelain and the history and culture behind it, I hope you guys can learn something. I know I will be. Let's go check out this 博物馆. Dehua porcelain, or Blanc de Chine as it's known in the West, was first crafted over 1,000 years ago in the Song dynasty, when artisans stumbled upon the perfect clay for crafting porcelain, called kaolin. Fast forward a few hundred years to the Ming dynasty, and Dehua porcelain was hitting its stride. Renowned for its exquisite white pieces, Dehua quickly became the go-to material for religious sculptures, incense burners, and elegant tableware. I imagine that making these things takes a lot of hard work. Just hope that when you do it, you don't lose your head. During the Qing dynasty, Dehua porcelain reached new heights. The quality and variety improved, and they started exporting their creations to Europe. In the 20th century, Dehua porcelain evolved with the times. State-owned factories sprang up, blending traditional techniques with modern innovations. In 2021, the kilns of Dehua were inscribed on the UNESCO World Heritage List, along with many other sites near Quanzhou, for their importance in medieval maritime trade and the exchange of culture and ideas around the world. Alright, we're finished up here at the 博物馆. I learned a fair bit about the history of Dehua porcelain. Didn't learn too much about how it was actually made though, so I think that's what we're going to be doing now, is actually going to make our own. There's no better way to learn than by doing. That's what I always say. This is cool. I'm going to get to make my own little, well, I don't know if I'll make a bowl. Maybe I'll make a cup. My dad has been making some cups. Hi Dad, if you're watching. So this one's for you. I'll make you a cup. Let's see how bad I am at this. It started out as a cup, but now it's a bowl.
之前你要不要给你的小碗命一个名？叫什么名字？你觉得？
宝宝。
就是今天来到我们的话，你对陶瓷有没有什么新的认识，或者说体验完你有没有什么新的感受？
我们国外把它叫做 China， 我觉得很有名，所以我第一次看到怎么做，从哪里来的历史什么的，我觉得很有名。My hands are so dirty, I need to go wash them. But they actually feel like quite soft now. I feel like I've got soft hands. Is this good for the hands? Let me know in the comments. Next up, we went around the corner to one of Dehua's biggest ceramic manufacturers, Shunmei, in order to learn more about the modern manufacturing process. First, the locally sourced kaolin clay undergoes extraction and refining to remove impurities. The raw materials are mixed with minerals to enhance its chemical composition and then moulded, either using hands like I did or cast in plaster for more intricate designs. After the initial shape is formed, fine details are added by hand and then glazed, which gives Dehua porcelain its distinctive look. The glazed pieces are then painted if desired before being put into a kiln and fired at around 1300 degrees Celsius. After cooling, the finished pieces are smoothed and polished before being exported to over 80 countries around the world. That is a useful piece of ceramic right there. Yeah. Finally, it was time for the main event, the lighting ceremony of an ancient Dehua dragon kiln called Taiping Yao. This traditional wood-fired dragon kiln is over 40 metres long with a slope of about 19 degrees, which allows heat to flow naturally up the mountain and achieve temperatures of over 1300 degrees Celsius. This kiln has been in operation for over 1,000 years, but firing was stopped in the 90s as modern technologies advanced. 30 years later, the government recognised its cultural significance and began a restoration project. In 2022, the kiln was reopened and local artists could once again make use of this ancient firing technique. The kiln is lit via a traditional ceremony that has been passed down through the generations. The first part of the ceremony was a traditional lion dance. Next, offerings of food and drink are placed at the mouth of the kiln, and rituals are performed with the tinder paper to pray for a smooth firing process. The blessed paper is then lit and placed in the mouth of the kiln to begin firing. The final part of the ceremony involves members of the public, including myself, placing wooden sticks into the kiln as a sign of respect. Once the kiln is lit, the workers need to constantly monitor the internal temperatures and add fuel as required to maintain a consistent heat. This firing technique is quite complex and many factors can influence the finished product quality, from the type of wood used as fuel to even the weather patterns during the firing period. But despite all the complexities, the end result is clearly something quite special, reflecting the traditional techniques and the dedication poured into each step of the process. I think preserving traditions like this is vital, because it keeps the past alive and deepens our understanding of it. It's a big part of why I came to China in the first place, to learn more about and appreciate a history and culture that is so vastly different from my own. Big thanks to Xiamen University for making this possible. Alright guys, that will about do it. I've had a pretty fun day. I hope you guys have enjoyed coming along for the ride. If you have, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.